How about some Caesar salad dressing? Okay, we all know the way they present it in restaurants, a nice wooden bowl, they crush the garlic into the bowl, they add the egg yolks, the oil, the Parmesan cheese, and they make the dressing. Well, you know what? This is quick, this is easy, and it tastes exactly the same. And this is a creamy Caesar salad dressing. And I'm going to use my blender today. You can use a Cuisinart. You can use a hand mixer. Whatever you like, as long as it works. Now everything's going to be measured, so there's no guesswork on how much oil to add to the egg and how much slightly warm water to add at the end, which keep this dressing nice and smooth for many days in your refrigerator. Otherwise, without the water, it'll turn hard. So first we're going to just separate the white. Take the white. We only want one yolk and one whole egg. And that's what we'll put in the blender first. So there's the white, the yellow, and then the white. That's it. Now I've done this so many times, but I never measure. So today they were measuring. So I'm going to start off with 1 cup of olive oil. And we're going, well, first I should plug it in, that would help. So we start Well, let's see how thick it looks after 1 cup. There, that's kind of thick. It also makes a little mess. So what we can do, we can now add a little bit of water to it. So I'm going to add the slightly warm water, which is 1/8 of a cup, and we're leave it on stir. This is slow. Now I'm going to add the 3 cloves of garlic, which jumped out, so I'll put it back in there, and another cup of olive oil. I have this on the slowest speed. What's good about the blender is, you have to add oil very slowly to eggs. Not so in the blender. It's very rare that it will break on you. Now we'll take a look at the thickness. Now you see how thick that is? Well, that's like mayonnaise. That's no good. The warm water will take care of that. So we're going to add some more warm water, and at the same time I'm going to add some fillets of anchovies, because that's what makes, for me, Caesar salad. Always have to have the anchovies. So this is a 2-ounce can, and I'm going to drop half of that in here. And when I taste it, if it's not enough, we'll just add more. And you'll never have to add salt to this dressing, because the anchovies are very salty. So we're going to add now a bit more water than we did before. We're going to go with 1/4 of a cup. And if this smooths it out, then we're done and we can finish up. sound, it's creamier now. And we'll take a look at the consistency of it now. But guess what? Still needs to be a little bit thinner than that, because when it goes into the refrigerator, it'll get thicker. So we're going to add a bit more. So a quarter, an eighth, and an eighth is a quarter. A quarter and a quarter is a half. So it's going to be a total of a half a cup. So when you look at it like that, you could also say, oh, it's not that fattening because there's a lot of water in there. Well, I'm just going to throw that water in, turn it on stir. It's running nice and smooth now. Shut it off. Take a look at the consistency. You see that? That's perfect. See how it runs easy? When you put this in the refrigerator, it'll stay like this for days. Now shall we taste it? You taste the garlic, you taste the anchovy, but for me it's not enough anchovy, so I'm going to put the whole can in there. That's a 2-ounce can. So if you like anchovies, use the whole can. And what else are we going to put into here? Just a little bit of pepper. Or, what's easier and not noticeable, you won't see the little black spots. I could use white pepper, but I'm going to give it a couple of shots of what I like my hot sauce. Not much. That should be plenty. And we give it another stir. And this dressing, when I make it like this, if I plan on eating a lot of salad during the week, this is no problem. This stays for a week in the refrigerator. Never have a problem. Well, let's take a look at it in a bowl. Well, I forgot one ingredient. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon, I should say 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I'll cover it up. Give it another stir. Put it into one of my containers. Done. And we'll see what the yield is. So this is a quart container. Let's see how it runs nice and easy. It'll stay like that in the refrigerator. So get your spatula, your nice soft spatula, and get everything out of there, because there's a lot more. And there you go. That's a quart container. See how it runs? You refrigerate that. Don't use too much, it's delicious.